Yo, welcome back to No Entry Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Ian, with my co-host, Ever. What it do, baby?
Hey, and hey, listeners. For those who are tuning in, please hit that like and subscribe. If you're listening to us on Spotify, give us 5 stars and a follow. For this episode, we're gonna be having our Royal Rumble predictions. Roman Reigns will be walking in the Royal Rumble as champion, but will be walking out as champion now.
Who's gonna win this year's Royal Rumble? Who's going to the main event WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2? Well, let's go talk wrestling. What up, big sexy Ever? Oh man,
What's up, man?
Vegas was fun. Ooh
Oh yeah.
wee. But
Yep.
hey, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So we ain't gonna be talking about Vegas.
Yep.
But we did had a great time at TNA Hard to Kill. Ooh wee.
It's kind of crazy if we could say that. Like we went to the first TNA show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just thought about that. Wow, it's the first TNA show like in 10 years or something.
In 10 years, man. Oh my gosh, I was so happy.
We could
It
say
felt
that.
great to be there, and it felt great to say that, and it felt great to chant TNA, TNA, and the debut
The
of
venue was pretty cool too. That's what we've been talking about. Like they should get better venues, and now it's a pretty good venue.
thanks for cutting me off. I was gonna say the debut of Nick, whatever his last name, Dolph Ziggler. And
Nemeth.
but yes, the venue was very nice and beautiful. It really was. And it was inside the hotel. The plaza? No.
The
The
Palms.
Palms. The
Palms
Palms.
Casino, yeah.
Palms Casino. Man, they had everything there.
Dude, yeah. That
They had
buffet,
it.
lit.
Buffet, the movie theater, the theater itself, the casino, the woman. But anyways, for this episode, we're here to talk about Royal Rumble prediction. Very exciting. This is gonna be the biggest Royal Rumble ever. I don't care what anybody says. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think this is gonna be the biggest Royal Rumble ever?
I
Ever?
don't know. I mean, depends who shows up, but like, I mean, it's been
What do you
big,
mean?
bro.
Who depends who shows up? CM
Yeah.
Punk, Cody Rhodes, Gunther.
Mm.
What? Shinsuke Nakamura.
I think it's the biggest one in the last 5 years, but I don't think all time. Probably
What's your biggest Royal Rumble ever?
like well, the 40 man one was pretty big.
Oh my! No, 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 no. Are you comparing the sizes or
No,
like what do
um,
you mean? How are you gonna say this? I feel like this is gonna be the biggest Royal Rumble ever,
yeah.
ever. How can
I
you?
don't
How
know.
are you gonna disagree with that?
I'm not gonna disagree. I'm just saying,
You
like,
are
I'm trying
disagreeing with it.
to.
You're trying to find something. You just said the 40-man
It
group.
depends who shows up too outside of those people. Like, is it gonna be like everybody, just people on the roster, or who the surprises? If
What
any.
do
I
you
think.
mean? CM Punk, Cody
Yeah, but
Rhodes, Shinsuke
yeah,
Nakamura, Drew McIntyre. Who
yeah,
else do
that's
you
true.
need?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But still, you never.
The only like yeah, is there like maybe an Andrade, maybe a
Andrade.
Cena, maybe MJF, but realistic, even with or MJF or even with Cena, I still personally think this is gonna be the biggest Royal Rumble. There's still a possibility Cena's showing up, MJF, Brock Lesnar. There's a whole lot of talent that could
Yeah,
make a return. That's just the men's. We still have a lot of unknown for the women's. We
yeah.
could get Trish Stratus back. You know,
Lita. Jade
Lita.
Cargill can finally wrestle.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We may get somebody for TNA. Trinity may show up or Naomi. Mercedes Monet may come back as Sasha Banks. So there is a lot of, is the whole Damage Control member going to be part of the Royal Rumble, or is it
oh.
just Bailey?
Well,
You
not Io
know,
Sky because she's
well,
champion, but
yeah, of
yeah,
course. So and but yeah, it's just so much going on at the Rumble where it's like this could be the biggest Royal Rumble in history. To be fair, we did say that in the past.
exactly. That's
We
why I was
have
like,
said that in the past. But those could have been great Royal Rumbles, like WrestleMania 38. It could have been great, but it was who won the Rumble what ruined it. It
yeah,
was Ronda and Brock Lesnar.
which is like,
It was yeah, it was. This
Like
could have been the
really?
greatest. Like the only thing I remember for the Royal Rumble when Ronda won, it was the fact that Mickey James showed up with the Impact Knockouts title.
And
You
she had
know,
her impact song too. They didn't give her like WWE
her
a
yeah,
random
her
song.
actual
Yeah,
country song that she made years ago.
yeah,
So it's like yeah, great moment for her. But that's also Mickey James could show up. I know she's working with OVW, but I mean, who's to say that she can't show up for the Royal Rumble? You
yeah,
know, she showed up last time with the TNA title, so
yeah.
uh yeah, it's this is just gonna be crazy. I personally feel this is gonna be the biggest Royal Rumble. The crazy is, there is that chance of it may have a lame ending, but I feel like this is gonna be a WWE needs to really be careful who goes over
Yeah.
because you got Cody
Well,
Rhodes, you have CM Punk, and then you have somebody like Drew McIntyre that makes you be like he deserves another shot.
yeah.
So
But also, like, there's a lot of international shows. Like, literally every show besides WrestleMania after the Rumble is international so far.
right.
We don't know about SummerSlam. We don't know about a couple other shows in between.
Hmm.
But majority of the shows this year, not majority, but like 4 or 5 are international or out of the U.S. So it's be interesting to see who like you say, who's gonna win. Because you see how if that person actually could like carry the market, in Europe or whatever country they're in,
Yeah,
you know.
that's the interesting part because it's like they're trying, they're going international, and those guys, and when you look at the ring, there's nobody there that's like for us to say. Obviously, maybe, in WWE headquarters, they have all the numbers and facts. They probably know who could draw overseas.
Yeah.
But us as fans, when we're looking at it, it's like there's nobody really big enough for me to think that this person is going to be your champion and main eventing all these pay-per-views. The only person I
Hmm.
see that doing is Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but I
But
think
he had,
this
yeah,
time is.
there's times where he hasn't even he has he always wrestled overseas last year?
Was he at Clash at the Castle?
Yes.
Because
Money in the
and then,
Bank.
well, this past year, London.
Yeah, so Money in the Bank.
So they didn't do wrestle a lot. 2023 wasn't an international a lot. It's like they did one show or two in 2022, and they did one, two or shows. Now this year they're going like 3 to 4 shows. So far
Right.
they're four. It's Australia, Germany, France, and Canada, Toronto. In Saudi Arabia for sure. They're gonna announce Crowd Jewel like probably in the next few months.
Yeah.
But it's five
I really
countries.
hope they stay in the States for SummerSlam though.
Yeah, I heard it might be Cleveland or Chicago. Hopefully Chicago. That'd be nice. That's the one show I'll go to this year.
Where though in Chicago?
They have to go to the Allstate. That's
Okay.
they're
But
obligated to
they're
go.
not gonna go to a stadium or an
Not
arena.
maybe in the summer. If it's in the summer, yeah, it's doable. Soldier
Mhm.
Field.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't want to go there, but sure.
Hey, so I'll be at Soldier Field, man. I'll watch the Bears play the Seahawks, and
So
I'll go to SummerSlam if it's in Chicago, bro. I don't care.
I mean, there's better places.
Where?
I would rather have
United?
Survivor Series. I would
Yeah.
rather keep Survivor
No, because if you
Series.
do Survivor Series in November, that's cold. I rather if it's SummerSlam in Chicago, you could do it in the summer where you're
Yeah,
not
but we
freezing to death.
get yeah, true, but
We get sweat, we get hot though too.
we get rain, we have all that stuff.
So we get the Rumble, it's cold. We get WrestleMania, it's
So
cold. We get Survivor Series, it's cold. The
we
only
don't
thing we,
win. Yeah,
yeah,
so
we don't win.
exactly. We're probably only gonna get arenas until they build the new one in Arlington Heights. And if that has the
Allegedly,
top, yeah.
allegedly.
So but, we'll see. They still have
Yeah.
a long way to go for all that. But right now, let's go ahead and go into the Royal Rumble predictions.
Hmm.
Let's start off with the first match, Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens. Ever, who do you think is going to go over and who would you like to go over?
I mean, I think Owens is. I feel like Logan Paul is using the U.S. title as like novelty. Like he's
Mm,
like giving it away to somebody, or he's like letting people use it. I'm like, nah,
right.
dude. I think Kevin Owens will be like. I think that's what he's been saying too. I feel like Kevin Owens should have it back. be a U.S. champion because
Mhm.
I could see him like I could see Zammy coming. Where's Zammy anyways? I could see Zammy coming back and like going up against Kevin Owens at the next show for the U.S. title. That'll
Mm.
be fire. I know they're friends, but like, hey, we're frenemies right now. Like, I want the belt. I want gold. You know.
Okay. I
But then
like that.
Kevin Owens is more experienced, so he could face anybody. He could face LA Knight. He could face U.S. titles SmackDown. LA Knight. He could face Drew McIntyre. He could face Jimmy Uso. He could face Solo. He could face like all these guys. Rey Mysterio. He could face like all these
We
people.
get it.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I'm like, who else can he count?
Who
Who
else?
else can he face?
Just take the belt off
Everybody.
Logan Paul.
Make him like one of those. Make him like like what is that called? Open challenge champions. Like Kevin Owens, I could see him being like that workhorse kind
Yeah,
of champion.
yeah, but at the same time,
Logan
I
Paul,
hate that.
you see him like every 6 months now, every 4 or 5 months. Like, come on,
Yeah, I don't know
I
why they
want
gave him
Kevin
the
Owens,
belt.
just for publicity. But I guess if he loses, they're like, oh, it's not doing much for the U.S. title for
Mm.
him to win. It's
Yeah,
like, is
it's
it
weird
really
that he's
helping it?
facing Kevin Owens. So that, like, I feel like when you mentioned Sami Zayn, I feel like that could be a possible build up because remember, Sami Zayn brought Logan Paul to WWE.
Exactly.
So because I personally feel like why are we not getting Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul first at WrestleMania? But I'm like, I wouldn't even want to see that. I don't mind
Or
seeing I like the fact that this is happening at the Royal Rumble. I'm okay with that. I'm cool with
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I know it's gonna be a great match. I don't want to see that at WrestleMania. It was bad
yeah,
enough that Seth Rollins faced them at WrestleMania,
yeah.
but Seth Rollins doesn't really have a great WrestleMania track record.
Exactly.
So it was, so it's like it's fine. But Kevin Owens, it's like, yeah, you have to be careful where you place him at WrestleMania because he faced Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
And last year he was in the main event with Sami Zayn against the Usos for the tag team title. So it's like he main evented two WrestleManias back to back, and none of them were Royal Rumble match.
yeah.
Because he won the Royal Rumble or it wasn't no world title involved. So
Yeah, I mean, I could see the U.S. title for SmackDown being like that, like Kevin Owens is a veteran. He is the veteran. He's
mhm.
been wrestling for like 20 something years, and he
Yeah.
could be facing the young bloods like Carmelo Hayes and Dragon Lee.
Yes.
Like that's I think the U.S. title should go in that direction because obviously I want the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title I think is already there because Gunther
Mm.
makes it like
Yeah, he's
prestigious.
been champion for almost over
But the
500 days now.
but the U.S. title at when it first started was very prestigious. Like everybody that carried it was like, you had Eddie Guerrero. I think was Eddie Guerrero champion. Yeah, like you had
Yes.
multiple people carry the U.S. belt. Then eventually they just gave it to random ass people, especially like Logan Paul now. But I think Kevin Owens, if he wins it, it'll be more like I'm gonna bring this title back to prominence, and whoever wins this goes on to face the WWE champion. But we'll see who is the WWE champion in the near future. Maybe Roman. But that'll be kind of like best for like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Dragon Lee, Carmelo Hayes,
Yeah.
Santos Escobar, Rey
Well, no,
Mysterio.
yeah, I agree with you. Like right now
Yeah,
with the talent that they have, it doesn't make sense for Logan Paul to be champion where it's like
yeah,
the only good thing, it's like a bittersweet because it's like it's kind of similar with Roman where it's like now you could build future stars
yeah,
because you kind of have to because you don't have a world champion.
yeah. Technically,
So now with Logan Paul holding the title, we have to pay attention to these mid cards, and it gives them that window of we have to build you guys because we don't have a champion.
yeah,
So this is the opportunity for you guys to shine.
yeah,
So that's why I do like when the championship is away. Because it helps you build up stars. Because when you have somebody where it's like, damn, we can't even build this person just yet because
yeah,
we have too many superstars going after the world title.
yeah,
And so, but back to what you said, there's a lot of great talent right now where we need a champion.
yeah. To be there every
And
week.
yes,
Logan is
because
not there, and Roman's not there every
yeah,
week.
and that's why you have the US title. Back then in house shows, when you had your world title going to a venue to wrestle in front of 10,000 people at a house show, but then you have another group of wrestlers like your IC title going to wrestle in another venue where they draw 5,000 people. and that they're main eventing that venue. Sometimes, oh damn, we have 8,000 people. The IC title is going to be in the main event because our world champion is doing media building up for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be. Now it's more like, well,
Who's
our
available?
our non-champion is going to main event our show where it's like have your IC title or even tag team titles main event the show. And but yeah, the fact in somebody like Kevin Owens having the IC title or the United States title, that way he could wrestle guys like you said, that I would agree. I feel like that'd be a nice this would be a nice moment for Kevin Owens to do that open challenge because you have Carmelo Hayes, even Baron Corbin could come back, Braun Breaker could make a debut, and Santo Escobar. So there is a lot of talent,
Yeah.
and they gotta bring that title back, or at least have Logan Paul wrestle every week.
Yeah,
Or
or I know the tag team titles are they're like unified, but I think they should separate them. And if the U.S. champion's not available and the women's champion too, I mean they've
yeah.
been main eventing a lot. But
Oh
for
yeah, that
men's
is
side,
true.
yeah, the
That's
men.
true.
So mostly right now, the women's title is like the most prestigious belt when nobody, because she wrestles like every week. She's there
Yeah.
every week. Io Sky. Tag team is like they're on Raw and SmackDown, but they eventually just split
Yeah,
the
I'm surprised
belts.
Judgment Day. You would think the days where Roman Reigns not gonna be there, you would think those are the days that Judgment Day should be there. You
But
know?
they don't. Sometimes they're not. So it's
Yeah.
like only people you see are people who are going to eventually face Roman Reigns, or it's a woman's title as a main event.
And that's a great thing for the
Yeah.
women's.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
If you can make SmackDown like mostly focus on the women's belt, but you still have Roman Reigns and he shows up when he wants, or just him to drop the belt. That's why I'm like, we never know. He might lose it at the Rumble. He might not. Depends on how he feels. If he's like, what, I can't go like 6 matches a year. You never know because he was sick
I
before.
don't yeah, that's true.
Like he has an excuse for not being to wrestle every match every week, But if he decides, what, I'm gonna just go like John Cena style, just show up every. But you're the champion, so you like I can't. You got if you're the champion, you have to at least show up 4 times a year, 5 times a
Mhm.
year. You can't be being a champion for 10 years or a year and like wrestle once, and that makes the title
Yeah,
less
yeah,
prestigious.
yeah. It's at a point where it's like, why are you even holding the title? What's the
Yeah,
purpose of this
just
title?
yeah, because you
Yeah,
draw, but right now R-Truth is the number one shirt seller. Roman
yeah.
Reigns is like sixth right now, or fifth. His shirt that levels above is like fifth or sixth.
Our truth's supposed to be main eventing shows right now.
Yeah, because he's making all that
Yeah,
money.
isn't that how that works?
Yeah, the guy that sells the most merch is the guy that's main eventing the show.
Yeah,
But how's Roman fifth or sixth right now as the time of his recording, and he's like the champ. He's still the champion. Like
yeah.
you're not.
Like sometimes it's like make it sense,
Yeah,
you know.
even the nights where he's not like you don't know he's gonna be at SmackDown.
Mhm.
That SmackDown show does really well still, even without him. Like, oh, I didn't know Roman was gonna be here. Like, but he
Right.
does, but it still does pretty well. So, like, what's the point of him being
But
champion?
I mean that it does have to do with the bloodline though. There's Jimmy, there
Yeah,
is Solo. So they
yeah,
are simply doing something right. Because to
yeah,
be fair, here's the other thing too. We have to understand if the blunt Jimmy and Solo were doing so badly, Roman Reigns will probably be there every week.
yeah. And Roman's like, I don't know if I want to do that, but you're the
I
champion. Like,
don't know.
okay, I'll
I don't
drop
think
it.
I
No,
don't even think it's even that. I'm pretty sure in the clause in the contract, if we need you, we need you.
yeah, you
I
gotta
don't
show up.
think, yeah, there is no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to show up. They're gonna be like, yeah, no,
Well, we're paying you, so
yeah,
show up.
yeah, because it's like we need you and you're part of this. So, and he's no Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
Roman Reigns is the top WWE guy, but in the end of the day, he's a top WWE guy. Brock Lesnar is a top athlete.
yeah.
That's why he got what he got. So, you know.
So, yeah. Who do you got for that match? Do you tell me?
I would like Kevin Owens to get the W, but I'm pretty sure Logan Paul is gonna win.
Okay.
And I'm fine with that as long as it leads to him facing either Sami Zayn or LA Knight. And
Yeah.
if Kevin Owens gets the dub, then I would like to see him face LA Knight,
Mm,
Randy Orton, and Sami Zayn.
yeah, that'd be fire.
Yeah.
And AJ Styles too right now. Like pretty much
I would
everybody.
I
I want to
wouldn't
see.
mind AJ. I wouldn't want to see him face AJ Styles at WrestleMania in the near future.
Yeah,
Sure, for the title, but if we're
Chamber
going,
maybe
yeah, I will.
or
Sure,
Backlash. It's
yeah,
Europe, so you never know.
yeah. But like those three guys are LA Knight, Randy Orton, and Sami Zayn. I feel like those are like three good contenders for Kevin Owens to face at WrestleMania. Logan
Because Kevin Owens
Paul,
does speak
yeah.
French. He does speak French. Kevin
Oh
Owens.
yeah, yeah, I know.
So Backlash should be like the guy there. They're like him and Sammy's, or they're French Canadians, but whatever,
Ooh,
you know.
then you got book Kevin Owens versus Gunther then.
Woo!
Ooh, for the IC
Yeah.
title, I would like
If
definitely
Gun
would like to see
if
that.
Gunther could leave the U.S. because right now he's getting his U.S. citizenship.
I mean, we could
So,
get that match at WrestleMania.
oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Anyways, okay, let's move on.
So let's go on. Uh, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, LA Knight. I got questions for you.
Yeah,
Besides the fact of who you think is gonna go over, I want to get your opinion of, not your opinion, but how would you book if Randy Orton got the W?
I
Randy
think.
Orton gets the W. He wins the Rumble. He wins the title. Who is he facing at WrestleMania?
Hmm. Because I feel like Orton. I think he's like he'll be at 15 with this one, right? Or 14
I think
with this.
15.
He'd be 15 with this
Yeah.
one. Okay. So I think for sure, if it was me, I would face LA Knight at WrestleMania.
Randy
I
Orton
think
and
I think
LA
Ort
Knight.
if Orton wins, he'd be a transitional champion. I don't want to say that about Orton because
Mm-hmm.
it'll be his 15th or 14th reign. I think it'll be 15th. But sometimes the final reign might be like the lowest, might be like the the least amount of time. But I could
It
see him
is because
facing
that's what
LA
happened.
Knight.
That's what happened with Cena.
Yeah, it was like, hey, you had it for like 2 weeks. But like, yeah, from the Rumble to WrestleMania, it'll be like almost 2 months. So I could see him facing LA Knight, Orton versus LA Knight at WrestleMania.
Nice. Okay. If I had to book Orton to win, I would have Orton face AJ Styles at
Mm,
WrestleMania. So that way he could get his win over AJ Styles because of the last time they faced each other at WrestleMania. AJ got the W over him. And and the reason why I'm saying this is because TNA is back.
yeah,
So in Denver and TNA's partnership, they could bring up the same feud that they had, you know.
yeah.
And also AJ Styles has the lone wolf gimmick that he did in TNA in 2013.
I know exactly.
And so it's like now we're getting a face. No, wait. Oh no, it's still the same. But now
Yeah,
we get a different version of AJ Styles, and then hopefully we could get a different version of Randy Orton. And also this time it involves the title. So you have two faces who made a name as AJ made a name for himself in TNA, Randy and WWE. So basically the same feud that they had years ago at WrestleMania 35, but this time just have the title involved. But again, there is some changes. Like AJ Styles has a new look and a new
yeah.
gimmick. So yeah, and so I feel like that's who I would book for him to face. How about LA Knight gets the W?
Ooh,
Who would you want him to face at WrestleMania? That's a tough one.
I'll say Cody Rhodes. That'd be nice.
Ooh,
That'd be
AJ's
fire.
okay. You would
But
book.
I'm gonna throw a swerve ball. This is what's gonna happen, right? I'm gonna say LA Knight wins. Yes, swerve. I'm gonna say he wins, but then Damian Priest cashes in on him. It'll be
Oh,
like, hey guys, you want him as champ, but he already does that
ooh,
stuff. Dirty does petty stuff like that, dude.
that would be
I've been a fan
interesting.
for like 20 years. I'm like, oh yeah, well, not more than 20 years. But I will see if LA Knight did win the belt. I
Hmm.
see Damian Priest cashing in, or money to, you know what I mean? Like I could see
So
that.
you even give LA Knight's not even going to WrestleMania.
He'll go, but he will be as a challenger.
Oh, so you would book Damian versus LA Knight,
Yeah,
but Damian Priest is champion.
Yeah, and then our truth accidentally costs Damian Priest the title.
Or takes his spot, or
Yeah, or something like like I don't know. That'd be kind of nuts.
that's funny. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, because
F-
that's what you never know in
yeah,
wrestling now. You're like, what if LA did win and then Damien goes in and hits him in the head with the briefcase, or like
or
Roman
what
spears.
if what if our troop takes the briefcase? What if like
Yeah,
what if Damien tries to cash in, right?
yeah,
Damien gets knocked out and our troop gets the briefcase and cashes it in for him and wins the title.
yeah. And I'll be
And
because
he's holding that title, but then
he's the
people are
number one
like,
merch seller. It's like,
yeah.
hey, well, there you go.
So he wins the title, and then people are gonna be like, "Wait, does that really count? Is he really champion? He could just hold the title, like I am the champion, I won." But people
Yeah.
could be like, "No, it's Damien's contract. You can't cash it in for
So
him."
that'd be kind of like
Yeah,
another story there. Like
yeah.
Damien's like, it's my belt. It's my cash
Hey,
in.
and it works out right. It works out now because Seth Rollins is apparently hurt. He injured his knee,
Ooh.
so that they could make that story as a work where say like when Jinder Mahal's match, right? Because that's where he got hurt.
Yeah.
That's could have been a great moment where that night alone, our truth could have came out because Seth Rollins attacked Damien. He could have grabbed the briefcase, or no, sorry, Drew attacked Damien. He
Yeah.
could have cashed. He could have gotten the briefcase, and then and then cashed it in for him, and it took the title off our truth. I
Yeah.
mean, our truth could have took the title off Seth Rollins, right? Seth Rollins off. He's ridden. Our truth is our inter champion until Seth Rollins recovers from his injury, and then figure out from there. He could either take the title back, or they could just, make him official champion. I mean, he is your number one merch, so why not?
Yeah. That'd be kind of funny though, right? But I'll see
Yeah,
LA Knight. I could see LA Knight winning.
yeah.
That's my personal pick, but
But if I would have to book LA Knight to win, the person I would have him face is John Cena.
hmm,
Either John Cena or Randy Orton.
I see. I probably go with the guy that's more active, no? Like the guy that's actually active right now.
I can make it a triple threat if I wanted to. Cena and Orton and LA Knight.
Yeah.
I would probably well, for AJ Styles, that's who I was gonna say. If I was gonna book AJ Styles to win, I was gonna have him face Cena and Orton at WrestleMania triple threat. Um, if I had to do a singles, I was gonna have him go. I was gonna do Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, and AJ Styles at WrestleMania.
Ooh, not bad at all.
Who we do? Who will you book AJ Styles to face WrestleMania if he won the Royal Rumble match? Or I mean, the Royal Rumble. Oh my gosh, the Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble.
I don't know because there's so many people, like I said, but I'll stay with the guys that he faced already. Like it'll be like a rematch.
Mm.
It'll be Orton, LA Knight, or Roman Reigns.
Like a four-way, or just one of those guys to
One
face
of those
them.
guys, but we got to see how the outcome is. But
But this is your fantasy booking.
yeah,
This is like,
or yeah, I would like move Cody Rhodes to SmackDown and make him go after the title against AJ, which is kind of like a Bullet Club thing, anyways.
yeah,
But we
that's
gotta
why.
see.
Yeah, that's
Too
why. Too
sweet.
sweet.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I could see that happening. Cody was like, "Hey, I'm finishing my story against AJ Styles," you know?
yeah, that would be nice. That's
Bam.
why. That's why. Because if I could do a triple threat with Cena and Orton, definitely. But I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
Cody Rhodes for a singles match because, like you said, the Bullet Club thing and the whole you could do the whole TNA thing
yeah,
with and then Cody Rhodes with AEW, so it still works and all that. So yeah, it's like regardless, I feel like the only person where it's kind of iffy is LA Knight winning the title.
yeah,
Where it's like, there's not really so much to book you against yet, you know. Either unless you go against like AJ Styles or Randy Orton.
yeah,
Other than that, it's just like that's it. But with Randy Orton winning the title, it's like you have so many people that he could face. Same with
yeah,
AJ Styles. We do have our preference, but in the end of the day, it's like you could book them with whoever, with anybody at
yeah.
WrestleMania. Now, Roman Reigns. the most likely who's gonna win the match and retain the title. I feel like if he is gonna lose it, I feel like The Rock is gonna cost him the match.
Mm. Oh, snap.
I feel like
Forgot about The Rock.
The Rock is gonna cost Roman Reigns the match. It's either he's gonna be involved, hit him with the rock bottom, leave, somebody covers Roman, or rock bottom Roman. Roman rolls out the ring. Randy Orton RKO AJ Styles 1, 2, 3, and Roman is doesn't take the fall. We crown a new champion, and then we get Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. No title involved.
Hopefully. Thank God. Hopefully, God.
Um, or there's a possibility that Roman Reigns wins and he goes on to WrestleMania and faces Cody Rhodes to finish the story. There's also a chance that he may go face CM Punk, and that's what we don't want,
Yeah.
because if this man faces CM Punk, the chances of Punk winning is very low. If Roman wins, we are going to have him champion for another year, which we don't want.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it, but the fact that we're not going to see this guy for we're going to see him here and there, like a like family party reunion, like family parties and all that. It's like, okay, why are you champion?
Yeah.
But if it was like, hey, we're gonna see him every week, every pay-per-view as champion, I'm down for that. I love Roman. I love Roman. So of course I want to see that. We all want to see that. We're not mad that he's champion. We're mad that the fact that you have a champion who we don't see again. We already did that with Brock. Why are we, like, come on. So I really hope we get Roman and Cody to finish the story.
Yeah.
And what is your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, man, seems the rock curve. Like I forgot about that.
Yeah, you did.
Because they say originally they're gonna probably do it at the Chamber, but I'm like, nah, WrestleMania makes more sense. But for not a title to be the head of the table.
To
But
be
yeah,
fair, we can't rule out the Elimination Chamber because they are going to be in Australia.
they're traveling. Yeah.
And two, The Rock has he has wrestled at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view against Punk before.
Yeah.
So it's not crazy, but with this, they don't really need a big build-up because the fans, we've been building up this match for like 2 years already.
Yeah.
Like ever since the pandemics, ever since they announced that WrestleMania is going to be in Hollywood, we've been building up. Oh, that's when we're going to get Roman versus Rock. So we've been building up. So they just need to like say, hey, we're going to get it, and that's it.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm.
But realistic, I feel like if they want to be smart, do it how they did it for Cena and Rock. Announce the match a year after WrestleMania on Raw and say, okay, WrestleMania 41, it's gonna be you and me, Roman. Just do it that way,
Yeah.
you
Hmm.
know? So yeah, I feel like that's how it's gonna go down. Anything you want to say about that match?
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see who wins because we know we probably have a 99% chance it's gonna be Roman, but like I'll be shocked
Yeah.
if he doesn't win. Because at some point, like, come on, man. I mean, this is not the 70s and 80s with Bruno Sammartino and Hogan. It's like different now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not here, you're not gonna, people are gonna. Obviously, like I say, he's not even selling the most merch right now. So I'm like, let's just change it already, Especially this year with the Dirty V changing to like Endeavor and all that.
Yeah. And in this WrestleMania, it is WrestleMania 40. I would understand if it was like 38 or 39
Yeah,
at
but
those times.
40 is like,
40,
oh
it's like the perfect one for you guys to do it. Um, I'm cool with 41, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to see if we're gonna get The Rock versus if Roman, right?
yeah,
It's like, and then we next year we get Roman and Cody. It's like I don't want that. I would rather have Roman face Punk this year, retains, and then if he faces Cody, I'm fine with that next year. But I don't want to see The Rock this year and then he faces Cody. So it's either he has to face Punk and win, or he has to face Cody and lose. That's the only way I personally would be okay with Roman being champion for another year. But other than that, it's like you're better off just finish the story with Cody Rhodes,
Yeah.
and that'd be it. Um, for the men's predictions, I'm gonna keep it sweet, short and simple. I think it's gonna be Cody Rhodes and Punk.
Mm.
Women, I think it's gonna be either Becky or Bailey. What about you? Who do you think is gonna go over?
Uh, I would say Bailey for the women's because that'd be kind of like a. Because I think the last few weeks, how like um damage control has been like treating Bailey. I feel like
Mm,
she's gonna be like, okay, who's gonna join my side? Obviously, it's gonna be like 3-on-3. So that
right,
third one might be Trinity, and be if it happens, if it's
right.
Trinity and Sasha, that'd be kind of sweet 3-on-3. And then for the
Yeah.
men's, yeah, I mean Cody Rhodes won it already, but CM Punk that'd be kind of sweet. But I'll throw like a wild card in there. Let me see.
Ooh.
Ooh, a wild because it's too predictable if Cody wins or CM Punk. Like you
I
said, it might.
personally feel Cody Rhodes needs to get the win. I don't want him to win the chamber to go WrestleMania. That's why, like, it's like no, just have him win back to back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got to finish the story though for sure.
yeah. I
Uh,
personally think the finish of the story should be with Randy Orton.
I think
We should get Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania for the title. But you
I'm gonna
know,
say.
no, go ahead.
I'm gonna say Gunther. I don't know
Okay,
why. Gunther
that's not
or
a bad
like
choice.
no, he's because he couldn't he could I mean he already claimed like 500 plus days. So
And we
like
could add another 30 days on top of that because he's going to be part of the Rumble. And then, they're not going to have him drop it on the Raw.
no, hopefully not. That'd be
Yeah.
bogus.
So they're going to I mean, he can't go to Australia. Yeah? So WrestleMania is the last choice for him to drop the title.
Yeah,
So, yeah. So it's not a bad choice for Gunther to win it. And if he's going to drop it, he could, that's what I'm saying. Do the title versus title.
yeah,
He could either win and retain, or he could lose both titles. And since the fact that he can't travel after WrestleMania, it's like it no harm, no foul. And also
yeah,
you dropping the title to face because one, you won the Rumble and you're defending the title. You're in the same position that we're repeating history again with Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. You know, you're in their shoes now. Depending, no matter who you're facing, Roman or Seth, you're in those. Like this is the second time in history that we're getting the IC title versus the world title. So it doesn't matter. Like you just made history.
hmm,
It doesn't matter if you win or lose. But I personally feel it would be best for him to lose and then eventually win the world title. Because at least that way, okay, I dropped the IC title instead of making it. Because I feel like he'll look weak if he's holding both titles and he drops the IC title, but yet he's still the world title. It's like it does, I don't want that. It's best for him to drop the title and then either obviously if he could, the next pay-per-view, if not, eventually winning the world title. So that's how I would book for Gunther. But that's a nice pick. But besides the obvious, I'm assuming you're gonna go with Cody Rhodes and Punk, right?
yeah,
Gunther's like your personal and your wild pick, your wild
yeah.
card.
Because he could. I mean, that'd be kind of cool for him to win one.
Yeah. I was gonna go with AJ Styles and Randy Orton, but they're in the fatal four-way match.
Yeah.
So and then Jay Uso, but there's rumors that Jay Uso may face Gunther at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
I'm hoping for Kofi Mania too. Kofi versus Gunther. But yeah, uh, Royal Rumble is gonna be exciting this year. I feel like it personally is gonna be one of the biggest one. And also, I feel like this is going to be the end of Roman's title reign because the last time we had when a world champion is in a fatal four-way match, it's normally the sign of the end is near for their title reign. Because they did that with JBL, they did that with Kurt Angle. Well, Kurt Angle had the six Hell in a Cell, you know. So they
Yeah.
done it twice. I'm pretty sure they done it a few times. But those are the two matches I could remember on the spot. So fatal four-way match as a world champion, it means you're near your title reign. It usually means that you had a long title reign. The fact we gotta start doing fatal four-way match.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we go ever, I got a little game for you. It's called Rank These Superstars Without Knowing Who's Next.
Okay.
All right. LA Knight.
Ooh.
So you gotta rank these guys from 1 to 5.
I'll say number two.
Number 2. All right. Jay Uso.
Ooh.
Do, do,
Three.
do, 3. Ooh, okay. Real Ripley.
4.
4. Becky Lynch. Becky Two Cheeks.
I'll say fifth.
5th.
Mhm.
So do you know who's your number 1?
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. You wish. Kind of. You're kind
Ah,
of close.
goddamn. What do you mean?
Your number 1 is Nia Jax, fool.
Oh, hell no. No, 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 no. Switch it.
Yes.
No, no,
You
no.
put Becky number 5.
Well, you said men and women, so I'm like, wait, who? What if he puts like Gunther in the list, or he puts Roman Reigns on the list, or he puts Cody Rhodes on the list? It could be Cody, but no, it's
Well, it's not. It was Nia
no.
Jax.
Oh man,
You know you love Nia Jax.
nah, I'm good with that. But oh
Yeah.
man,
Oh yeah, I forgot you don't like meat.
oh wow,
She got that dump truck, you know what I'm saying? Right.
wow.
Like shoot.
All right,
I only got one question for Nia Jax. Do you want to take a seat?
oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh wow. Hey, I got one for you, Ian. Actually,
Oh, what's up?
this or that.
Ooh, my favorite.
Okay,
But
so,
I'm usually asking you, so let's
yeah.
go. Finally, you start asking me.
All right. So it's mostly heel versus heel. So like the heel
Okay.
versions.
Oh, okay.
So Roman Reigns or The Rock?
Ooh, heel Roman or the heel Rock? I'm gonna go with the guy who was full time at the time, heel Rock
Okay,
or part time.
part time. It's better than no time.
Yeah.
All right. Next one is CM Punk or Ric Flair.
Wow.
Heel Ric Flair. That's tough. And Ian CM Punk.
Mm,
Ooh.
that's a dream match, dude.
Actually, yeah. In their
Like
prime.
that's
Yeah.
not even like a 20-minute match. You know they're gonna wrestle for like an hour.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna go give it to the GOAT, Ric Flair.
Oh, nice. Next one is AJ Styles or Seth freaking Rollins. When I
Seth
say like,
freaking Rollins.
yeah,
Seth
even like the
Rollins.
Shield when he turns on, like,
Yeah, like if we're
yeah,
going overall heel, I'm gonna say Seth Rollins.
okay. Next one is JBL
Oh
or
wow.
Jeff Jarrett.
D-
Ooh, ooh,
Damn, look at you, Ever. You
yep.
threw a curveball at me. Okay. I'm thinking like, oh, you're gonna be modern. Okay. Wow.
So like '05 JBL, like
Now,
what '08.
am I counting because you got a JBL, Jeff Jarrett was everywhere. So if we
TNA Jeff Jarrett, King of the
T-
Mountain Jeff Jarrett.
oh then yeah, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah,
Well, honestly, yeah, yeah. Regardless, I'm going Jeff Jarrett.
yeah.
Because JBL, I only hated JBL when he was WWE champion.
Outside of that, he was like a
Because
badass.
he took the title away from Eddie Guerrero.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So, but if we're going overall, if we're going to so overall, Jeff Jarrett.
yeah,
Jeff
come on.
Jarrett.
He even like stole Kurt Angle's wife for Christ's sake. You
That
know.
I mean, he didn't steal his wife,
I know.
but
You know what I mean.
at that time we took it
Yeah.
that way. At that time we did take it that way because
Yeah.
there was no explanation on that
Like how
part.
did? Yeah.
Yeah. So that I understand. Yeah. At that time when we found out about that, yeah, we all took it that way, but that was
Yeah.
not the truth. So, but yeah, that
And
was
the
a good one.
yeah, and the last one is King Booker
Oh,
or the
Kimbuka.
Miz.
Oh,
Who's been overall the better heel for you?
damn. Wow.
King
King
Booker was
Book.
a heel.
Well, see if now see because the fact that you said King Booker, and now if you said Booker T, that's easier. But then the fact that you're saying King Booker, that kind of
Like a
like,
specific era in time,
yeah,
like
that's an
this era.
era. Damn.
Or you kind of
Uh
if I count a main event Mafia Booker or WCW Booker or Invasion Booker,
but
but
that see, I will pick him, but that's more like entertainment. I
yeah,
gotta go with the Miz because I hated him. There
yeah.
was times where I hated him. King Booker, because he was funny and entertaining, it was hard to hate him. He was a
Mm,
great heel, but it was difficult to hate him. Like except for the matches, you know what I mean? In the matches when he used to cheat a lot, that's when I hated him. But when he was, on the mic, he made like, it was difficult to hate him because he was being funny, he was being entertaining. The Miz was strictly annoying, so I'm gonna go with the Miz as getting, over as a
yeah,
heel.
yeah. Okay, I like that. I like your answers.
Appreciate it.
But yeah,
All
this or
right,
that.
this or that. Well, all right. Well, let's take it home, baby.
All right. Well, all right, listeners. Before we go, please hit that like and subscribe. Also, hit that follow button on all the links in the bio below. All right, this will be it for this episode. I'm Ever, and this is Ian.
And we are out.
Bye, guys.
Doo doo doo.